we are going to break down 4 live stream setups for your church's budget. If you're new here, we are Church Launch and we help other churches launch their media. It's that simple. Let's get right to the video. In this video, I'm going to show you the setups that I started with, where we're at, and where we want to go to in the near future. FYI, there is no perfect setup. This setup may or may not work for your church, but we recommend these setups because it's simple, reliable, and effective. And of course, every church has a budget. Not every church's budget is the same, and so we're taking that into consideration. So to first start off is level 1 starter. This is how we started. iPhone, tripod, Facebook live stream. That is how we started. That's what we did, and it worked for us. This is ideal for small churches, home groups, quick setups. And the best part of it, it's totally for free. You can use the phone that's in your pocket. Everybody has a phone. If you don't, find a volunteer or someone that does that you can use to live stream to Facebook, YouTube, and even Instagram. And this is how we started on a little tripod. We brought it closer to the stage so that way they can hear the audio correctly, but it got us through. And that's the whole purpose of this video, that you don't need the best setup to get started. You can get started today with the phone in your pocket. So that's how we started, and we started live streaming to Facebook, and then we also did streaming to YouTube. But with this, you can only stream to one destination. Keep that in mind because that's very important later on in the video. Next one up is our level 2, which we're calling beginner. And this is essentially an ATEM, DSLRs, and a Scarlett Focusrite for your audio. So now, unlike level 1, you will need about a $1,500 to $3,000 budget. And this is best for medium-sized churches, dual camera angles, and better audio. So compare that from level 1, you don't have any audio control. Pretty much whatever audio was being received into your phone was being put out into your live stream, but not with this setup. When we were ready to upgrade, we started with a DSLR. It was a Canon T7i. Now I know I'm showing a Sony, but we recommend these cameras as well. And the reason why we recommend it is because it has a clean HDMI output, which is very important. Write that down. If your camera does not have a clean HDMI output, then it's hard to go live with it. And that simply means you won't see the camera settings when you plug it in via HDMI. So from there, we then purchased a Focusrite interface, which is about $150. This was good because it allowed us to use the audio from our board. And if you're a church, you most likely have an audio board that's mixing your band, your worship, your microphones. You can then use that audio for your live stream. You then connect the audio board into your Focusrite and connect the Focusrite into your ATEM. What is an ATEM? An ATEM is now a video switcher or a hub that connects all of your cameras and your audio and outputs it into one format. So that means you're syncing both video and audio together and outputting that into a stream to hear both things at the same time. We then upgraded to this ATEM studio because we had multiple cameras. So we went from 1 DSLR to 2 DSLR, and we needed a hub to connect our cameras, and this ATEM was a great option. We've linked this ATEM down below so you don't have to look it up. So we had 2 camera feeds, 1 audio feed, and we connected it to the ATEM, and we are ready to go live. Now, how we did this was through OBS. We connected our ATEM into a software called OBS Studio. This is a studio which we're using right now to record this to go live to any destination. You can go live to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, even your church's website, a custom RTMP, so you can live stream wherever you want. The reason why we started with this is because it was cost effective. Back to this setup being $1,500 to $3,000, we didn't want to spend any more money because it was within our budget. So having a free application like OBS allowed us to go live for free. Absolutely free. Here's the thing. If you have more money to set aside for your live stream, you can purchase a live streaming software like YoloCast, Restream, or any of those softwares, and they will go live for you. And not only that, but they allow multi-destination live streams, meaning you can live stream to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and even your church's website all at the same time. That's the power of these live stream softwares, but they do charge. So we used OBS because it was free, and that was okay with us with only streaming to Facebook. Let's now move on to level 3, what we're calling advanced. This is currently what we have set up for our church. It's best for growing churches, mid-size auditorium, consistent weekly streaming. Now remember, not every setup is meant for you because you may need to maintain it every single week. That means, do you have the volunteers, the manpower, the effort the time to put into your live stream every single week. And when you're starting off, it can be very difficult to do that. But if you have the manpower and you can put together a team, we recommend this setup for an advanced budget. You're looking at anywhere between $6,000 to $10,000 for this setup. So we currently have 4 Sony cameras, which 2 of them are these Sony PXWs, which we recommend because they have great optical zoom features. They have a full HDMI output and they are great in low light, which you want for your church. And with these cameras, you don't have to worry about purchasing lenses because the lenses are embedded in the camera body. With other cameras, you have to worry about lenses and getting the right lens for the lighting. Now for audio, we noticed that pulling audio straight from our board into our live streams sounded terrible. If you know what I'm talking about, in-person audio sounded great. The audio online sounded horrible. And that was because you weren't mixing your live stream audio. And how we did that, wait, let me draw my audio board. By taking the audio from our audio board into something called a Dante capture card. This capture card allows us to read our signals from our audio board and send it into our streaming audio computer. So with this setup, we're running programs like Pro Tools or Logic Pro, and we're mixing our audio live and sending that back into our live stream to get professionally mixed audio. Here's a tip. We also record the audio so that way we can use it later for content whenever we need it. So from there, we're also taking our feed to ProPresenter, which is the software you use for your screens, projectors in a church. And within ProPresenter, we're setting a screen to only send out lyrics back into our live stream. So we're pulling the lyric screen from ProPresenter and putting that into our ATEM. And if you purchase an ATEM switcher, you have access to their ATEM software control, which allows you to go deeper into the ATEM settings and adjust certain inputs like masking, which you can mask the lyrics received from ProPresenter and put that into your live stream. From there, we're sending the program feed into our Resi Ray. Resi Ray is our device, our hardware device that allows us to go live. So instead of using OBS, Restream, YOLOcast, this box does the live streaming for us. And I love this because it removes the strain from using a computer solely for your live stream. It does the heavy lifting for you and it gives us the quality that we're looking for. And with Resi, it allows us to stream to multiple outputs at once, like Facebook, YouTube, church's website, while also recording our live streams for us so we can use later for content. It's a really great feature. Shout out to Resi. They're a really great company. Now, if you was to ask me, this is what we use and I love this setup. And this just works for us and that's okay. You continue to build and use with what you have, but start with what you have now. Shout out to Harvest, my church fam. Check it out, HFCC Online on YouTube. So with this being an ideal setup for your church, the next level up is what we're calling growth. This level is where we want to be as a church. This is a full-scale ATEM 2ME setup, 4K cameras, and 4K live streaming. This is ideal for a $25,000 to $50,000 budget and best for large churches, multiple room routings, live events, and IMAG setups. And as you can see here, Blackmagic cameras made it. We have 6 Blackmagic Pocket Studio cameras. Not only do they have an LED screen, which you can see and monitor your shot in real time, they have tally marks on the top that alerts you and lets you know when you're going live by turning red or by turning green on preview. With these cameras, they start off at $2,000 a piece, and reminder, that's not including the lens. So you would have to purchase a lens that is good for low light, and that will be ideal for these Blackmagic Studio cameras. I mean, these cameras are great. They have XLRs for audio. They have full HDMI and SDI outputs. They have the capabilities to route one wire and connect them, receive your video feed. It's really a fantastic camera. Moving from there into audio would be the same ideal from level 3's audio, but a little bit more intense, and you can work with that and by building your knowledge in audio mixing. The real main change in this level would be your ATEMs. Your ATEMs will then have to be 4K, matching the 4K quality streams. But our goal is to purchase an ATEM with 2ME. What 2ME means pretty much you can send 2 programs out at the same time. So for your live stream, you can send camera 2 out, but to your projectors and your screens, you can send camera 3 out. And this is ideal deal because if you're using the same camera feed and if you ever pan over to a monitor or an LED screen, you're gonna get this infinite loop that just doesn't look good. So from there, we would connect it into a Studio HD recording device, also from Blackmagic, and record it into SD card slots. These SD cards can then be inserted into our computer and edited for content later down in the future. I think we'll do a second one just for backup. I like that idea. And then of course, we'll connect our ATEM into our Resi 4K hardware, which would then output into our live stream destination. Just remember, if you're doing a 4K live stream, it comes down to the wires, converters, cameras, encoders, all have to be 4K capabilities. So from level 1 to level 4, where does your church fit? Let us know down in the comments. Where is your range and what are you able to maintain week after week? Because we can all want a level 4 live stream setup, but you also have to maintain it week after week. And not only that, but you need the manpower, the volunteers to make all of this happen every single Sunday. And at my church, we have about 20 volunteers on schedule, on rotation. So keep that in mind if you ever want to upgrade your live stream, that you're not just upgrading equipment, but you're upgrading your team, your volunteers, expectation, skill set, so on and so on. So the most important thing to take away from this video is be okay with starting where you're at. Be content with your church's budget and your church's progress and start there. And of course, if you ever feel stuck or alone, that's why the Church Launch Portal is available for you. It's a community of like-minded church members, volunteers, pastors from all around the world coming together, wanting to upgrade their church's media. And inside the portal, we provide resources, courses, monthly webinars, and a community of over 1,100 members connecting together to launch together. You can join right now. The link is down in the description. And did I mention it's totally free? And with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the inside.